Hello, everybody. Welcome to Little John Sharns. I'm Alicia. If this is your very first time here, what we like to do is usually sip a little bit of wine, but today I'm taking it easy. I'm sipping some hot cocoa. This time I made sure not to spill all the cocoa all over my cup. Oh, and we talk about crochet, of course. So today we're going to be looking at my top 10 favorite crochet, infinity scarves. These scarves are created by 10 amazing crochet designers, and each one of the patterns are completely different, yet easy to follow along to. And all of these patterns, as usual, are absolutely free. All the patterns, if you don't feel like hearing me talk, are going to be linked down in the description box below. So, how are you guys doing today? How's the temperature? And if I have anybody watching from California, California, tell me how's the weather out there. I've been watching you guys on the news in between snowfalls and some type of river rain forecast where it's like literally raining like a river and things are flooding. So tell me how you guys are doing out there on the West Coast. Right here, I'm near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's a cold day. It's been warm. It's been cold. I think it's like 30 something degrees. It's still a chilly day. Not the greatest. I thought we were having a hint of spring, but no, it was just plain chicken. So let's see who's all in the chat. I see we have my fave, Crazy Poppy Lady. How are you doing? Another fave. Hi, Angela. Your name is gonna be fun to say. If you comment a couple times, I'm probably gonna bring you up to the front just so I can say Pooey. I like your name. And hello, Laura from the UK, and of course, Marty Stewart, another one of my favorites. Oh, Yolanda, 85 degrees in Miami. Of course, you're lucky. I'm still getting over this cold. I've had this congested nose for like months and months and months. I've only breathed through both of my nostrils maybe 2 weeks out of this entire fall and winter season. I'm so tired of it. Hmm. All right. So let me top this down. Here we go. And we got somebody from South Jersey. South Jersey. Like I said, guys, I'm going to be lisping and slurring all my words today because I'm so congested. And as soon as I get congested, I start pronouncing my S's with THs. So forgive me. Okay. Oh, thank you, Yolanda. I'm going to try to feel better. I'm not too sick. It's just the nose. I was sick about 2 weeks ago, but it's just my nose getting on my nerves. Ugh. All right, so we're going to hop directly into this. We're going to show 10 amazing crochet infinity scarf patterns. And usually before I start going into all these wonderful patterns, I like to ask you a question first so we can get to know each other a little bit better. So I have all my questions written right here. This is non-crochet related. Have you ever met anybody famous? Who did you meet and where did you meet them? Before you do, make sure you put question marks in front of it so I know to bring it to the front. All right, so have you ever met anybody famous? Oh my goodness, I lost my cell phone for my script. I was about to say, here it is. So let's hop directly into this roundup. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to try my best to read all of these. Our first pattern up is called the rustic lace scarf. I know that an infinity scarf may be the last place you expect to find lace work, but hear me out. The touch of lace is designed really elevates this piece and makes it feel more sophisticated and feminine. You'll be wrapping around your neck twice anyway, so it's not like you're going to be exposed to the elements. The designer of this pattern is Highland Hickory Designs. This is a beautiful scarf. I love like the stitch variations in them. Scroll down, see any other pictures. Beautiful work. All right, let's hop into the very next pattern. Pattern number 2. This is called the braided infinity scarf. What I like about the braided infinity scarves, they're quick and easy. Yes, most infinity scarves are either made in a long rectangle and seamed at the end to make a circle or just crocheted in the round. This, you're going to be taking like three to four different pieces and braiding them together. That's what I love about these. They're quick and easy and even beginners can follow along to it. This is beautiful. And I love it the way it wraps when it's wrapped twice. Oh, let me tell you the designer of this pattern. Oh, yeah, and it comes with a tutorial. The designer of this pattern is Snugglery. All these S's I'm using today, I'm just going to be lisping all of my words. I promised myself I wouldn't cancel another live stream because I don't like doing that. So, the question that I asked, have you ever met anybody famous? Where, how did you meet them? I'll go first. Uh, I didn't talk to them, but at the airport, I seen Mike Tyson. And when I was going to Puerto Rico at the airport, I didn't say anything. I seen who is it? I can't think of his name. Oh, Master P. Make him say, if you love 90s hip hop, you'll know who that is. But when I went to the crochet conference, I met the crocheter, Lily Chan. And I think I think I just embarrassed myself so much. She was in the elevator with me, and I'm like, oh my good, oh my goodness, are you the famous crocheter, Lily? I can't believe I'm standing right next to you. And she's like, yes, it's me. And I'm like, "Oh, I love all your work." She's like, "Thank you." I think I scared her a little bit because we were in an elevator. It was just me and her. I was probably a little bit too creepy and too forward. She's probably just waiting like, "Please, elevator, go ding. I don't want to talk to anybody else today." But I was just so excited to meet her. So those were the three famous people that I met. I met some Steelers when I was in my 20s. I was actually a Pittsburgh Steelers, that's our football team. I was a security guard for Steeler camp. So I got to meet a couple Steelers back in the day. But other than that, that's it. All right, let's see if you guys have met anybody famous. Let me scroll up. Wow, Eat to Live Strong plus more, Muhammad Ali. See, you're supposed to give me the backstory. Where did you meet him at and how? Rest in peace. Laura. The original Wurzel, oh, I can't say it. Wurzel, Gummidge, and Aunt Sally when I was two. Grummage. Gummidge. Hope I said that right. Wan says, yes, JJ Walker. And I was working at the airport overnight. Like JJ Walker Dynamite? Jesse Jackson, Sarah says, Jesse Jackson, I worked directly with him at Push. People United to Save Humanity. Wow. Let's see who else. Pooey, Mr. T, he was not friendly at all. I mean, I guess I can understand why some celebrities aren't friendly because it's the first time we get to see them in public. So we're fangirling or fanboying all over these people, and they just trying to eat their lunch. And they probably get annoyed with us, but it's so exciting. Carl Malden and Michael Douglas at Old San Francisco General Hospital before the renovation. Michael Douglas, wow. Christine Murphy. I met Jimmy Carter at his book signing. I remember my grandfather, he always talked about Jimmy Carter. But oh yeah, I haven't been keeping up with the news. I know he was sick. Hold on for 1 second. I know he got put on hospice, but I haven't heard anything else since that happened with Jimmy Carter. Let's see. John Wayne. I met him at a cattle auction. I mean, I guess that would make sense. You would meet John Wayne at a cattle auction. See, you guys are basically like famous yourself. Mark Anthony. Wow. In New York, Puerto Rican parade, my dad was on his float when I was a kid. Wow. Full for my nose. Dorothy says, do your sinus nasal spray. I'll use the neti pot or a saline mist for my nose. I'm still all clogged and congested, and I'm afraid to use Afrin. That's the stuff that constricts your nasal vessels or whatever to open up your nose. Back in my 20s, I developed an Afrin addiction. I never heard of it before until I got it. If you use that nasal spray that constricts your vessels, your nose becomes used to it. So it keeps your nostrils open for 12 hours. The next time is 10 hours. The next time it keeps reducing till you're using this thing like 80 times a day and your nose is so clogged. I got addicted to it. Hank Aaron, the baseball player, he gave a talk at school. Danette, Brian McKnight. Okay. I was on the light with him. Hold on. I was on the light with him and sat next to him and his associate. You was on the light? What light? Okay. You met the whole cast of Neighbors in 1987? How did you meet the whole cast? Were you like part of the live studio audience? Coach Bobby Knight and actor Doug McClure. We'll go over a couple more and we'll hop right back into this roundup. And guys, if I'm talking too much and you want to see all these free patterns, they're linked down in the description box below. So we're just having fun right now. I'm going to scroll to the bottom and skipping a couple, seeing if anybody else said anything. One last one. Sherry says Larry Bird and French Lick, Indiana also meant the giant. Oh, the giant, like the wrestler on the airplane, like Andre the Giant. Hmm. Okay. One more. This. Oh, wait. There we go. Oh wow, you met Frankie Valli. Okay, Frankie Valli had a concert when I was 16, a long time ago in South Jersey. I'm 67 now, and I'll never forget it. That's the stuff my mom used to play. Well, actually, my mom's brother, wonderful music, love it. But wow, rest in peace. All right, so now we're gonna hop right back into this roundup. So once again, I'm gonna ask you a question. Where did I get my questions written? Okay. Are you a part of any crochet groups? Do you have like crochet groups or knit groups, craft groups in your community, or a part of a crochet group online? Or do you have like a clique of crochet buddies that you just have? It's not an official group, but it's just you and your friends that get together and crochet. Are you a part of a crochet group? I always wonder about this stuff. So make sure, oh, before you answer, make sure you put question marks in front so we can bring all of your remarks to the front. There we go. We did that one. Close it off. Did that one. Let me scroll for you where here it is. This is called the Color Block Infinity Scarf. Hop on the color block trend and incorporate it into a scarf. It's a great way to have multicolored cowl without having to change colors a million times and weaving all those ends. It's also a great way to use up two partial skeins of yarn left over from other projects. Talk about a win-win situation. The designer of this pattern is You Should Craft Blog. I'm telling you guys, I love all these crocheter names and titles for their blogs. I was not creative when I created my business. Luckily, my last name is interesting, Little John. So I put yarn at the end. That is a beautiful scarf. Any work as you go. And lucky us, it comes with a video tutorial. Okay, here's a better way so you can look at the stitches. See, this is a perfect pattern for beginner crocheters. If you can do some chain stitches and double crochets, I think you can probably work this pattern up in no time. Oop, and look, she probably has a pattern for a hat also. Mm. Let's move on to the very next one. This pattern is called the Sunset Scarf. Another easy way to inject some color into your infinity scarves is to use self-striping yarn. I'm especially partial to this color because it reminds me of like a fall color, which all those oranges and browns and they're just one of my favorites. The color combined with an easy lace stitch make this design a real head turner. The designer of this pattern is, oh, there's my throat, Elk Studio Handicrafted. Beautiful. Let's see if I can get an even closer look at these stitches. Let's see, does she have any up? Nope, no up close. Oh, this pattern must be super easy. Look. Oh, this is just like a two-row pattern repeat. There's nothing better than a pattern repeat where you don't have to think about what you're making. So remember, guys, all these patterns are listed out. Hey, give me a second. All these patterns are listed down in the description box below. These S's today are going to be killing me. I'm going to be lisping them all over the place. So, the question that I asked you, are you a part of any crochet group? I'll go first. Personally, I've always wanted to be a part of a crochet group, but at the same time, the closest one I would have to drive like 45 probably minutes away, and I don't feel like driving that far away. I'm not a part of any like in real life crochet groups. I'm a part of groups online like on Facebook, but I don't really feel too much a part of a community to it. I do have crochet friends, but we're not a group. I'll have one crochet friend over here and another these aren't in real life. These are online crochet friends. And we don't interact together. I wish we would. So, but I only have one in real life crochet friend, and we just don't see each other much. We're both introverts, and we both like, "Oh, we should do something." And then we're like, "Do we really want to put on clothes and do something together?" So we basically talk about crochet on the phone more often. Hmm. Mm. Also, forgot, if you would like to help support my channel, if you're watching this on YouTube right now, you can do that by clicking the little dollar sign that you see in the chat. That way you'll be able to donate via super chat. When that happens, the lights where my YouTube play button will go off and the bubbles right next to me will start blowing, and you'll get to spin the wheel of patterns. And if you're watching me on Facebook right now, you have to tell me if you donated. It's called Through Stars. I've never seen anybody donate with stars yet on Facebook, but I would like to see how that works. But we'll let the bubbles go off for you too. All right, so let me get back to you. Are you a part of any Facebook groups? I'll start with the last pattern, the last person posted. Eat, live strong plus more. I'm going to try my hardest to read my best for you, girl. Yes, at my church, and I started a group for multiple sclerosis group. Multiple sclerosis group. We are now making a symptoms mood blanket. I've never heard of that before. It'll go on for 1 year, and I'm going to frame my blanket donations to the MS. So is the mood blanket almost like a temperature blanket? I like that. So whatever your mood you're feeling, that's assigned to a certain color. I like that. I've never heard of it before. Wanda says, no, but I wish I were. Don't have any crochet buddies. It's hard to have crochet buddies. Once upon before the internet, I thought like nobody crocheted. But ooh, I see the bubbles and the lights went off. But I'll get back to what you said. It's hard to find, but now with online, I'm realizing more people crochet. We're just spread out all over the world. Oh, it's you that donated. Thank you so much for donating. You get a cheers. I don't have my alcohol today, but we're drinking hot chocolate with collagen peptide to keep the skin young. All right, let's get the wheel of patterns going, Wanda. All right, so we're going to give you a spin. You receive in order to receive this pattern, you'll have, oops, let me turn off my bubbles too. In order to receive this pattern, you'll have to email me at littlejohnsyarn@gmail.com. My email address is linked down in the description box because I know it's hard to remember. And I'll be able to send you the pattern because there's no way I can find you. So let's get back to crochet buddies. My homie Knit and Crochet Tiger. I'm not a part of a crochet knit group. I don't know if I want to be. I tend to love working alone and watching YouTube while I do it. Understandable. I'm an introvert. It's like I want to interact, but then the thought of actually getting up and interacting is so draining. But then at the same being an introvert, if I see somebody in the wild crocheting, I will be an annoying person and walk right up to you and say, "What are you doing? What are you crocheting? I love your yarn. This is amazing." It makes me so excited. And we got another super chat. Let's see. Thank you so much, Miss Lovett. I appreciate it. And here you go. You get a cheers. Mm. I hope you're enjoying the live stream. All right, so let's give you the spin on the wheel of patterns. Oh my goodness. Were you guys watching last week? Uh Jada and Stitches showed up to our live stream. I was completely shocked. Oh, you win my flower mesh hat. Okay, we'll press done for that. And remember, you have to email me at littlejohnyarns@gmail.com. Bubbles. I'm surprised this bubble is even still spraying. I haven't bought bubbles in months. I just keep pouring water into the container and shaking it up and bubbles still come out. So I'm happy. Okay. She says like a temperature blanket. Yes, Recollected Goods. Love my late night crochet groupies. You ever heard of Girls Gone Wild? Uh, Aida, she's like a hooker gone wild. Midnight having live streams. I showed up to one of those. If I'm up, if you're a crochet insomniac, make sure you check out her Instagram under her name. Recollected. I'm not calling you by the wrong name anymore. Recollected Goods. Oh, Lori. Lori, I miss you. Hello. It's been so long since I've been able to catch you live. I know. I haven't seen you in so long. This is one of my OG faves. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. Sorry. You just don't understand. We go way back on the live streams, way back. Let's see. Am I missing anybody for groups? Here we go. Danette. I used to be in a group when I lived in New York. I watch crocheters on YouTube now. I think it's becoming like its own group. I showed up to, was it Parlez-Vous Crochet's live stream she did yesterday. She has like a couple people come on, and I think it was like a crochet slumber party, pajama party, where you just showed up in your pajamas, talked about crochet. And I think that's probably a good way to have a crochet group. I should like create us like a little Zoom group where we can just all be on camera and sit around and crochet. That way, if I feel like going home, it's not a drive. I just click a button and say, I'm leaving, guys. It was nice seeing you. Look at that. We could always start a Zoom crochet group. Great minds think alike. Here we go. Hey, Jojo. Yes, I'm a part of a crochet and knit group every Monday, an hour and a half, well, 1:30 to 3:30, and love it. That's nice. Here we go. Sherry, none in my town. Alt Knots doing a year-long block of the month, and I'm working on Sophie's Universe. Hmm. Stitch and Bee, what was that? There must have been a question right before that. Marty says, a couple online groups, but I only see what they make. That's what I'm like. If I'm in a Facebook group, I love looking at what other people's made. It's not like a camaraderie. It's not like, oh, how's your kids doing? How's the grandkids? Is your mom okay? It's none of that. It's nice crochet thing that you made. Crazy Poppy Lady. We got another super chat, but let me read Crazy Poppy Lady. I'm a part of a local Stitch and Bee. That's what it is. Stitch and I'm going to say the bad word, Stitch and Bitch group that meet in a pub. In a pub, that's nice. Once a month and online. I love spending time with my crazies. Cheers to that. I think if you're going to have a crochet group, it should be at a pub. So let's see who gave us a donation. Scroll. Lisa's Crochet. Well, I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Alicia, love you. I love you too. She has an amazing crochet channel, so you make sure she check her out. Lisa has this personality that reminds me of like a sparkler. It's not big like a fireworks, but it's bubbly and beautiful like a sparkler. It's like boop boop boop, wonderful, beautiful personality. Love you, but you're gonna get to spin the wheel of patterns. Here we go. you get my flower slouchy hat. In order to get that pattern, make sure you email me at littlejohnyarns@gmail.com. Okay, let's see. Knit and crochet tiger. This is me saying the stitching bitch. I said a bad word. We're all adults here, Alicia. We can forgive you for saying the B word once or twice. I know I'm a big boy, a big B. Oh, a big B. Okay, I ain't messing with you. Lori says, I work at a high school and a handful of students crochet, and they all know they can swing by my office and talk crochet and stay after work with me to get help. It's pretty cool. That is awesome. My son, speaking of crocheting in school, which you don't see at all anymore, my son was telling me he was jealous of his other homeroom teachers in his class. In his homeroom, they have to do work or study. In his friend's homeroom, they have an indoor recess during their downtime. And he's like, they get to crochet, do board games. I'm like, what? They crochet? Oh, I'm like, son, do you want to learn how to crochet? He's like, no. I'm like, then why are you jealous? I can teach you how to crochet. He's like, I just want to do it while in school, which I can understand. All right. So now we're going to hop back into this roundup. Remember, guys, all these patterns are linked down below. And oh, yeah, I have to ask you your next question. What is your favorite yarn? I think I've told you my favorite yarn many times. What is your favorite yarn and why is it your favorite yarn? Remember, put question marks in front so we can bring it to the front. All right, so let's hop back into this roundup. And remember, guys, these patterns are free. Close. Ooh, did we do this one? Yep, we did that one. All right. This is called the Ribs and Ridges Scarf. Turn up the texture with rib and ridges in this monochrome design. If you want to know how to crochet an infinity scarf that's extra warm, then this is a great way to do it. The three-dimensional elements really tighten up the overall stitch work and provide multiple layers against the cold. The designer of this pattern is the Friendly Red Fox. Ooh, up. Hold on. Isaac, come in. Did somebody's knocking at the door? Come in. Come in. If you can, I'm doing a live stream. Somehow not step on the wires. Yeah, be careful. Just push the swing out the way and avoid all the wires. Got it? Yep, got it. Okay. And Isaac's in his room. My son's friend just came over. See, this is real life. My living room is my craft room, and that's my front door, and all the wires are back here. So I'm like, just don't step on any wires as you go back there. So back into this. This is a beautiful textured infinity scarf. This is a type of scarf I would just rub my hands against as it's around my neck. Because guys, you know I love the post stitches. Any up close pictures? Here it is. Are these post stitches? Is this stitch right here? That's beautiful. I can see there's some working in the third loop type stitches also. Awesome pattern. All right, let's go into the next pattern. Ooh, color pooling. I've I haven't ventured into, is this color pooling? I haven't ventured into this. Let's see. This is called, yes, number 6, the color pooling scarf. With the right skein of yarn and a little bit of trial and error, you can recreate this color pooling scarf easily. It's one of those techniques that's tricky at first, but once it clicks in your brain, then it's smooth sailing from there. Everyone will be impressed when you wear it because it looks like a complicated design, but it's really not. The designer of this pattern is Soella. Soella is another one of those OG crocheters that I tried to mimic when I first came onto the crochet scene. Like, how did she become known and seen? One, she has amazing patterns. These are beautiful. I have not really gotten the color pooling. And the way it lines up so perfectly, it does look intricate. Ah, beautiful. All right, so let's hop back into me. the question that I asked you. What is your favorite yarn? And you guys know mine. I forgot to bring my yarn with me. All right. I'm gonna the pants I have on aren't great pants since I'm always on live stream. I'm just worried about what's going on from top bottom. So I got the wrong leggings on. So don't luckily it's long, you're not gonna see my butt. They don't match, they don't go with it. But I'm like, ugh, business up top, party on the bottom. You guys might heard me say this a million times. You can find this on crochet.com and their they're a sister company of why can't I think of the sister company of them? Give me a second. Let me see if I can find a company name. Chroma Yarn. I cannot. Knit Picks. Okay, sorry. They're the sister company. Crochet.com is the sister company of Knit Picks. They have like some cheaper yarns and stuff there. That's why I love it. But Mighty Stitch yarn. They have Mighty Stitch bulky, Mighty Stitch worsted weight. What I love about it, it has that mercerized look. There's a, let's see, zoom. There's a sheen to it. Almost like the Caron Simply Soft sheen, but not exactly. Actually, I didn't buy any Caron Simply Soft. But I love the way the stitches are plump and not limp. The yarn has a little fluff to it. It's not as thin. It has some bulk to it. This is what I love it. And when I'm crocheting, it feels like butter. I'm just slipping through the stitches like it's nothing and it's not splitty at all. This is why it's my favorite yarn. And I might as well go, what's my favorite color? I love yellow so much. Purple is actually my favorite color, but I don't wear it because I don't think purple looks good on me. But I like to look at purple. But yellow is the runner up. I will wear a complete yellow outfit. I will just put a yellow hairband, yellow shoes. I don't care. I love the color yellow. You might have noticed I use a lot of yellow on my channel. So, what is your favorite yarn? I'll start from the bottom. Danette. I have several favorites. I'm into Big Twist at the moment for the 3 temperature blankets I'm working on. Big Twist from Joanne, they have a lot of variety of yarn. This will lead into my next question, but we'll get to that in a second. But they had like a big yarn sale last week, and I got a lot of yarn. I'll show you that in a second. I went crazy. Anna and Annie and I'm just Miss Jackman. That's what I'm going to tell you. I haven't tried that many yarns yet, but I like Big Twist, and most people love this. I love this yarn. Big Twist is nice and affordable. Oh, girl, don't worry about your pants. As long as we don't see your goods, you're okay. Thank you. I had the long vest on, so you didn't see the goods. The goods was covered. Premier anti-pill mainly, but I adore Malabrigo and Noro. My budget doesn't. It sounds like a yarn that I can't afford. It really does. Let's see. Eat to Live says, I'm a yarn hoarder. I just love yarn. I really don't have a favorite. I buy according to the project. It's funny. I usually never, since I'm creating patterns, which I haven't created a pattern in a while, I just buy yarn because it's pretty. That's a dumb reason to buy yarn. Or I buy yarn thinking this will be a project. I don't know what the project is, but I see a hat. So I'll get at least 2 skeins. Or I see an outfit. So I'll get at least 4. You know what I mean? Usually those skeins never turn into the project I have in mind and it'll dust on my shelves like these. These yarns over here, my kids told me they're officially just for show. I don't know if you can tell. Some has been sitting there so long. Some of the yarns turned into squares. Let me see if I can get my. I can't. This piece of yarn right here. It's a perfect square. It's been sitting in the back so long. Now we know my butt's covered. Get up. Look at this. It's been sitting on a shelf that long for years that it has perfectly squared out. Like I'll probably never use it. Now I just know it's my decorative yarn and for the back. It's my backdrop. I need it. Leo, I did crochet at the cat cafe. You think Carl would want play, but the cats, oh, they would want to play, but the cats made the room more calming. But I'm a pet plus cat person. So you crochet in a calm and they didn't play with the yarn? Hmm, cool beans. Reflectic bamboo cotton blend with Yankee Monkey from Amazon. Silky, affordable, durable colorways. You made me want to buy it. You all them great adjectives that you're using. Was the wrapper that you let me see before where it said worsted yarn. Let's see. Lion Brown Pound of Love is soft, reasonably priced, shipped, delivered in a reasonable span of time, many color choices, acrylic, hypoallergenic, meaning less of a chance of allergy, and can be washed. I have a couple of those too. And you get so much yarn. Crazy Poppy Lady. Ooh, Pato? Am I saying it right? Everyday DK. 139 for 100 grams. Ooh, three weight for UK. That's cheap and has lots of solid colors. It sounds cheap though for 100 grams. Let's see how much many grams is my. This is a bulky yarn. Grams. No, this is 100 grams of yarn right here. So that's super affordable. It's a great price. Hobby Lobby, I love this yarn and Big Twist. I guess a lot of people love those. Okay, we'll do two more. Barnett Baby Blanket Bulky number 6. I love their yarn. I love the way it feels, but I never know what to make with it. And last one, Wanda. DK weight. I like the weight. Not too heavy and not too light. That is a nice little in between, weight. Mm. All right. So we're going to hop back into this roundup. And remember, guys, all these patterns are linked down in the description box below. Now it's time to start asking you another question. And so we can make sure we get everybody's pattern in. Usually at the very end, when I ask my last question, anybody that has any crochet items that they would like to show off that everybody can see on YouTube right now, you can email me. I'm going to write it in the comments right now at Little John Yarns. I can't spell my own name. John Yarns at gmail.com and send me a picture of what you're working on. I would love to see what your current whip is. But right now, the question is, when was the last time you went on a yarn splurge? And not just say I went on a yarn splurge last Tuesday. Was there a reason for this yarn splurge? Did you have a blanket you had to make, an event you had to finish something for, or you just needed some yarn therapy? When was the last time you went on a yarn splurge? Maybe not even yarn, just craft splurge in general. But we got a super chat from somebody. Where's it at? I see the super chat, but thank you so much. Eat to live strong plus more. Cheers to you. I'm running out of cocoa. Let's hit this button, and you're going to get to spin the wheel of patterns. My floor is so slippery from these bubbles. All right, let's give you a spin, my dear. There we go. Some more patterns this time. Let's see. You win the chat. So, girl, remember to email me at littlejohnyarns@gmail.com in order to get your pattern. So, I think we went over our last question, which was, when was the last time you yarn splurged? So, let's hop right back into this roundup. We did that one. Oh, we didn't do this one. What's this? Or is that that was a color pool. Here we go. 1 second as I get my script. This is called the Petal Infinity Scarf. Sure, you can make yourself a crochet infinity scarf by using all single crochet stitches or something, but that sounds pretty boring to me. Opt for an easy texture stitch instead to keep you engaged with this project from start to finish. You'll still have room for your brain to listen to a podcast as you crochet. The designer of this pattern is Honeybird Crochet. This is a beautiful stitch. What is this? I think it's called the petal stitch, or let's see, stitches. Petal cluster. A petal cluster, according to this, is a double crochet together, chain one, and a double crochet together. Let's look closely. Let's give ourselves a zoom so we can see what we're looking at. There we go. I can see it, the double crochet together and a chain. It gives it like a lemon peel texture to it. I like this. And not too complicated where you can, like she said, zone out. Ooh, let me get back out of here. There we go. The next pattern, which is perfect for beginners, number 8, Cherries in Blossom Infinity Scarf. Granny goes bold in a stunning, chunky infinity scarf. My favorite part about this design is the color scheme because it's very feminine without feeling a little kiddish. The best part, you can crochet this pattern very quickly thanks to the thick yarn and the recommended hook size. The designer of this pattern is Fiber Flux. Yeah, I feel like you can get done with this infinity scarf in about an hour. This is some thick yarn and beautiful. And is it a double? Yeah, it'll be an hour. I was about to say it's a double wrap scarf. Let's see what size hook they're using. Oh, yeah, it's a 9 millimeter. You know, we stay stacked with these. Us crochet hookers need to carry our 9 millimeter crochet hook. Simple granny stitch scarf. All right, so back to this. And remember, all these patterns are linked down below. But the question I asked you, when was the last time you went on a yarn splurge? I'll go first. 2 days ago. I have not gone on a yarn splurge in, I would say, at least 2 years. I might have gone to the yarn store and picked up some yarn I needed, but a couple years ago I got so much yarn. I'm like, I'm on a yarn diet. I'm not going to do it. But you know what? The other day I was feeling a little down. I'm like, I need something to make me happy. I couldn't think of any patterns to make. My crochet mojo has been down. And I'm like, what would make me feel better? Yarn. I got, ugh, I went to Joann Fabrics. They were having a huge sale. I got this bag of yarn. I got this little bag of yarn. And I got this bag of yarn. I got so much yarn and it made me feel better. I just went and picked out colors that I'm like, I love my Caron 1 pound of yarn. They were on sale for like $6 something, I think. So I'm like, I have to get this. The color's so beautiful. And then they had all these mandala cakes for $4. They were on sale because I guess some of the packages were unraveling and they were like $4. These are usually like what, 10? The scarf type yarn. Who said it? The DK yarn is not too thin and not too thick. It's like that perfect middleweight yarn. I needed color in my life. I needed something just to make me happy. The old school Red Heart Super Saver rainbows. It cheers me up. And then you guys were talking about the big twist. You guys know how I was always a lover of Caron Simply Soft. I was going to get me some. Then I seen they were having sales on Joann's Big Twist Shine yarn. This whole bag almost is full of shine yarns. I made sure I bought 2 of each color of everything. I'm like, I bought it all because they were like $2 and some change. I'm like, oh, I have to get it. But I've never worked with this yarn before. Anybody that has worked with the Big Twist Shine, is it splitty like Caron Simply Soft? Actually, I should take a peek. Hold on, I got a Caron over here. Oh, don't run away, guys. Where's my Caron? Here we go. I want to compare the two. This seems like a looser twist. Let's see. Oh, I think I like the big twist better. It has more, I don't know. Let's look at the strands. Let's see. I think I like the big twist better, but the big twist does look like it would be more splitty than the other one. I don't know. Hmm. Love it. But I got so much yarn. And now I feel a little bit better with my life. And I don't know, maybe I'll get my crochet back. I started with a stitch tutorial. This is called the acrobatic stitch. It's called the acrobatic stitch because you know how you look at a granny stitch? And with a granny stitch, it's like each stitch support each other. But with this stitch, it's like the little stitches are doing cartwheels on top of each other, like they're almost touching. So this tutorial will be coming out soon. When I do stitch tutorials, I get inspired to make patterns from them. Just during those pattern repeats make me think of, oh, this stitch would be great on a scarf. This stitch would be great in a hat. I kept thinking of this stitch on a hat, a loose, you know, something type of slouch hat. It's springtime. You don't want anything heavy. So I wonder if I can turn that into something. All right. So now, guys, when was the last time you went on a yarn splurge and just spent all your money? Oh yeah, I spent 120 something dollars, maybe 130. I spent 120 to 130 on yarn, but everything's on sale and a cute, and my receipt said since things were on sale, I actually saved $65. So I feel better. Mm. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to scroll to the top this time. Here we go. We'll start with Marty. Last week, it was on sale, so I stocked for your yarn. Jojo, last week I treated myself to some new yarn. I was super happy to finally found the color I was looking for. That's the worst when you have like a certain color stuck in your head and you can't like find it. Like, ooh, I imagine using this color. Luckily, I had this ombre stuck in my head for a long time and going to the store and seeing it, I'm like, this will be nice for something. I don't know what, but I want to make something out of this. Excuse me. Eat to live strong plus more. January, and that is only because hubby said I can live in a yarn house. You can live in a yarn house. I'll come visit you. Excuse my sniffy nose. Lori says in November, oh, before Christmas, good job. In November, I was vacationing in the area of Florida, devastated by the Hurricane Ian. We purposely spent money in local small businesses. I visited two local yarn store places and bought locally dyed yarns. Beautiful. Hey, Aisha. I hope I say your name because our names are so close together. You just need the L and I need to lose the L. Our names can be the same. Sugar and mocha. I like that. I splurged big today at the Carolina Fiber Fest in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm gonna get through this nose. And as I'm looking at all these guys, remember, if you have any crochet items that you're currently working on, please email them to me because after these last two patterns, we're going to check out your work and see what you're doing. Hey, what's up, girl? Mocha just ordered from Ice Yarns because they had the Picasso color I needed back in stock. I love and hate Ice Yarns at the same time. Going to their website, I'm like, oh, these yarns are so affordable. But then I'm like, do I want this one? There's too much variety. I have trouble with so much variety. Mm. Let's see. You love the C2C method. I know you do. Am I going the wrong way? Let me scroll down to the bottom. Lisa says, "Oh wow, yeah, I used to love Care on Simply Soft too. I just received some Mary Maxim baby value yarn in a Happy Mail. It's kind of like Care on Simply Soft, and it has 342 yarns. Yards. There's that S again. How many yards do these? I think this is up 199. Nope, they have 208. No, wait, 315 yards. That's a yacht yards. That's a lot of yarn. How much is in this one? The shine, 219. Hmm. I'm always curious, like the yards, how much am I getting my bang for my buck? I wish they would put that on the like, you know how they do in at least in the US for the grocery foods. If you get a box of something or toilet paper and the toilet paper costs 6.99, they'll say each roll actually costs 67 cents. I wish they would tell you how much it costs per yard. Like per yard, you get like 15 cents. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm weird. Oh, crazy poppy lady. We don't have sales like the US, and lots of shops are cutting back on curing yarn. I'm not a happy crafter. I'm sorry. That's the worst. I think like that, we're always lucky. Within a half hour drive, 10 to 30 minutes in either direction, I can hit five. I mean, 4 to 5 big box yarn stores. Joann's, at least two Joann's, one, two, three Joann's. You have three Joannes, a Hobby Lobby, two Michaels. Oh, so yeah, at least 6 to 7. I got a lot. Ooh, I just read somebody eat to live is sneaking to Joanne's today. All right, this will be the last one. We'll hop into our last two patterns. Sherry says, I went on an online yarn splurge. Mary Maxim's clearance out the Nako Mona Lisa, Nicole Mona Lisa. I fell in love with it right after Christmas. So I stocked up on 199 a skein twice. That's a good price. Man. Ooh, one more. Vicky says, Alicia, have you seen Yarn Inspiration Spring Lookbook that's come out? No, I haven't. Some of them are super cute and have a huge sale coming up, or is that any minute? Well, is it? Is it Yarn Inspiration? Somebody online has like, oh, awesome yarn sale every single year. Is it them? I've been missing. I haven't caught it in the past like 4 years. If it's that, I'm going to keep an eye out. All right. So now we're going to go into these last two patterns. Remember, you can tell me what you're working on right now, and I'll read it in comments, or you can email me at littlejohnyarns@gmail.com and send me a picture of what you're working on because I want to see it. All right, let's get into these last patterns. We did that one, and here we go. This is our number 9, the Seiki Infinity Scarf. Choose a soft yarn with some fuzz for an extra cozy crochet infinity scarf that you won't be able to keep your hands off. You might even forget that you're wearing it because it sure looks cozy. If you're looking for a crochet infinity scarf pattern as a gift, this is it. And make sure you're choosing the right yarn because the yarn is crucial. The designer of this pattern is Yarn Drazel, another cool name. See, this is another easy pattern made fancy with the yarn that you're using. Does she have what? Caron latte cakes. Oh, let's go on a field trip and see this. Search. Okay, that's what that is. I feel like you make sure you do a simple stitch with this yarn, no complicated stitches, because if you drop in a stitch, this is going to snag, 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 snag. That is beautiful. What is the reviews? Has anybody ever used this yarn? And what is it like after it's washed? I imagine you would not put it in the washing machine. You probably hand wash it because I feel like it'll dreadlock up. Reviews. Everybody seems to like it. I'm that buster that always looks at the 1 star. Why is it 1 star? Here we go. Answers my question. This yarn is not machine wash or dry. You even have to read the label to tell anybody that. I wouldn't give it 1 star. The label probably says don't put it in the wash machine. Let's see what happened. I had to remove all the fringe and stretch out the blanket back into set shape, though still not attractive. Oh, wait, let me read it all. Knitted a baby blanket with coconut latte cakes. When finished, it looked and felt great. Unfortunately, though, this yarn claims to be machine wash and dry on low, but it's not. The blanket bunched up and fringed and matted. I removed all the fringe and stretched the blanket back into shape, but it's still not very attractive. Horrible outcome, waste of time and money, not recommended. I'm not going to say I wouldn't recommend this yarn. I just think I could tell by looking at it. I would hand wash it personally. I'm not going to blame the yarn for it. Hand wash it. Beautiful yarn. All right. The very last pattern. This is called the crisscross puff scarf. A thick and cozy scarf, infinity scarf made with crisscross puff stitches, really stands out against a plain sweater. It's a kind of accessory that is sure to make those other people jealous when they see you wearing it. Beware, or they might ask you to make one for them too. The designer of this pattern is Easy Crochet. Don't we love? I love Easy Crochet. And I love thick yarn, and that looks like a no, that looks worse than wet yarn, but it looks like it was made with a big stitch. Let's see what not stitch, big hook. There we go, a J hook, and it is worse than wet yarn. Okay, guys, that pretty much wraps up our roundup, and we have a new member, Wanda. Thank you so much. You get a cheers to you. Let me, where you at? I can't find you, Wanda. I'm gonna find you. Thank you so much for joining the Little John Yarn cult. It's not a cult. I don't know. The group of us. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, what? Well, hold on, Sharon. Hobby Lobby's clearance is starting early this year. Some stores are starting now. Are you talking about that Hobby Lobby clearance when you go in there with a huge buggy and you walk out with a mountain full of yarn? That sale? I went to that sale years ago and I keep missing it every single year. Ooh, I might need to go. Ugh. All right. So, what are you working on right now? And I would love to see. Let's go into my mailbox. Yes, we got lots of stuff. So now I'm ready to share. We'll start off with my girl. Hey, Lori. Oh, we got some beautiful multi-shaped granny squares and rectangles. I like the granny rectangle. I haven't seen one of those in a while. I like that. Oh, we got a baby blanket set and a little baby shoes. Look how tiny. And I like the little square hat. That I love this. This is something squeezable. Oh, and Lori, we've been doing this more often. And if I say the word cute, amazing, I love it. Those are my only adjectives I can use. I'm not good with adjectives. I'm gonna look up use my thesaurus one day. But these are all beautiful. And roses. Oh, I love this. No, I love this. This is gorgeous. Beautiful work. I definitely love this blanket. And I love all the colors. I am the worst with putting colors together. Crazy Poppy Lady, my friend from across the pond. Here are some photos of my last finished pattern. The little bird blanket and a cushion pattern by me available on Ravelry. Guys, right now, the Crazy Poppy Lady. Her pattern's going to be on Ravelry. Let's check it out. And it's a C2C. That is beautiful. See, those C2C, that would perfect on the wings. It looks perfect. I can't graph gan for anything, especially with a C2C. Beautiful work. And sorry, guys, I'm sniffing. Hey, Marty Stewart. Not sure what the stitch is. Guys, in the comment, can you tell me what the stitch is? I cannot tell you what the stitch is. The yarn is a little bit too variegated. I don't know. It's beautiful, though. And is that... I can't stop. Okay. Okay, I can talk now. Is that brunette baby blanket yarn? Here we go. I'll get back to that. You're good, son. All right. Laura Sin Wine. I had I've had frog a chunk of my blanket due to hubby hovering around me. Oh, is that in the vacuum? I'm gonna cry. Boo. Let's see. Knit and Crochet Tiger. This is a shawl that I'm working on called Pisces. I think you knit and use yarn more than anybody. I feel like every week, if you send something, it's like a brand new intricate pattern that would take me 8 years. This reminds me like waves in the ocean. I want to rub my hands across this knit pattern. Oop, didn't get the second picture. Definitely like waves in the ocean. It's very three-dimensional. That's my order. Here we go. Here's another one. Janet. Oh, beautiful. Love you and your videos. Thank you, Janet. Right now, I'm working on Year the Fan Scarf by Hook by Robin. I've made quite a few in a different ways. They're fun and make a cute gift. And everybody loves Hook by Robin. She's another one of my favorite. That is beautiful. Can you imagine that just wrapped around your shoulders? It would look so fancy and elegant as a scarf and just tossed it from one end, tossed across the shoulder. Love it. All right. Like I said, if you have any patterns you would like me to see, make sure you email me at littlejohnyarns@gmail.com or tell me what you're working on. Wait, what happened? Oh no. What happened? Oh no, did I forget to share something? What happened? Did I do something wrong? I see oh no's. Oh no, because the yarn in the vacuum. I get it. Okay. That's about crisis. Crazy. Thank you. The pattern is super easy. The pattern comes in 3 charts and 8 hyperlink tutorials. But if you need extra help, you can also get my email. You're so kind. Let's see. Did anybody have anything that they were working on? All right. Okay. I'll try the email one more time. If and nothing else pops up, we're going to wrap this up. Checking the email. All right, guys, we pretty much looked at everybody's pattern. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. We made it a whole nother hour. I've been trying not to go too long. So if you enjoyed this, make sure you tune in next week, same time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, guys, I'll see you all later. Bye, guys.